It started after Nezha and Aobing were hit by a lightning strike that was so powerful that their bodies were destroyed and only their souls remained. Then, the Thai master plans to use the power of the lotus flower to make their bodies back. Of course, to make it needed help from the residents who are willing to help, ranging from harvesting, peeling, to making dough, whether bread or donuts, even mixed snot to make it more savory. Hope these two heroes regain their bodies. Since the incident, they no longer see the two as demons, because they have seen sacrifices that have been made. After all the ingredients are ready, the two immediately enter, more precisely pushed in on a new body that is like a slime monster. Then Michelangelo in pink tries to carve their bodies, but nezha was still not satisfied and tried again to ask to modify various body shapes, and nezha still did not feel suitable. Then nezha's parents, named Lijing and Luiki, came to see nezha's condition. The master explained. nezha's body could still be modified. It made them happy. Although in the end, the master gave up and handed over to nezha to carve his own body, which instead became like a gingerbread man. So the master immediately refined the bodies of the two of them. Then, a soldier appeared to announce that the enemy troops had arrived, preparing to attack. Hearing this, they immediately went to the gate of Shentangguan to check the situation there, which turned out that the enemy was indeed in a state of readiness to attack, led by Kong Pao by bringing the entire dragon army to destroy the city of Shentangguan. This was the result of a provocation from Kong Pao to Aobing's father named An Kuang by inciting Aobing's death due to nezha's actions to attack the city of Shentangguan. Obviously, as a father, Ao Kuang felt angry and wanted revenge, then immediately ordered the entire army, including the monsters, to attack the city. Also ordered Kong Pao to lead the war. Seeing human forces unable to keep up with the attack of a very brutal enemy makes nezha's parents have to fight harder. Kong Pao then saw from afar a light and immediately approached. Where the light was, where nezha and Aobing were being perfected by the Thai master. Kong Pao realizes if Aobing is still alive, then he attacks the master's protective chamber, but is unsuccessful. So he opens a portal to release 3 dragon kings to destroy the protector. Of course, a very massive attack made the shield destroyed. Fortunately, Aobing helped resist the attack to protect nezha. Then Aokang realized that his son was still alive, immediately went through the portal to see Aobing there. Unfortunately, Aobing's new body could not survive the attack of the 3 dragon kings. nezha, worried about seeing Aobing in a weak condition, asked the master, in order to create a new body for Aobing, because their time limit is only 7 days. If they don't get a body in 7 days, their soul will disappear. Master cannot do that, because there are special materials needed for activating the power of the lotus flower, but the special ingredient was already used up. The master advised if nezha and Aobing shared the body for a while, and they should go to Kun Mountain to pick up special materials. So nezha immediately told Aobing to enter his body into one. They argue because he needs the potion to create a new body for Aobing, while according to Kong Pao, the potion is considered to be harmful to the Dragon Nation, so the two make a condition. nezha must take the immortality test to get the gift of the special ingredient of the holy potion, while on the dragon side, Kong Pao will delay the battle in Shentangguan City, and some of them are made prisoners of war. If nezha successfully passes the immortality test, then the Dragon Nation will release the captives and will stop attacking the city of Shentangguan. After the deal, nezha and Master prepare to go to Kun Mountain to meet with the god. Also, nezha's parents and villagers gather to escort their departure. During the trip, nezha reminded the Master not to eat too much because the garbage was thrown in his face. Master Tai teaches Aobing to be able to take over Neza's body completely, because in Neza's body still has the power of the devil. Then sleeping pills are the solution to make Neza's soul fall asleep, so that Aobing will take over Neza's body, which will make the devil's aura in Neza's body undetectable by the gods. After that, they flew back and snot first, flying back to Kun Mountain. Upon arrival, they met the gods and a supreme deity named Wu Yang. Both were welcomed into the palace without anyone feeling suspicious. Not long, Nezha began to wake up because he wanted to pee. Luckily, the master managed to deceive Wu Yang and told Nezha to find a toilet with a woman. Nezha tried to talk, but instead stepped on the woman's skirt until it was torn. Obviously, Nezha wandered around on her own and saw a huge room filled with dripping vines, thinking the place was Toliet, and ended up peeing like a mini fountain. After that, they held a banquet began by giving water, and Nezha saw Toliet defecate, which turned out to be a container of drinking water. Then Wu Yang explained, Nezha will start several stages of the exam that must be passed while drinking water, which he said tastes a little salty, but savory. Elsewhere, the Legion troops began to repair the damage caused by the previous war, despite the location still surrounded by a stone tower in which there are monsters. Also, Kong Pao is there, playing sports with an old turtle who is tired of throwing hot lava. Then, Legion came to see Kong Pao, asking him to open a path so that his troops could have access to find a healer to treat the wounded troops. At first, Kong Pao refused to give permission even until Legion had to beg. Then, Kong Pao's troops arrived, carrying prisoners who turned out to be his brother named Xiao Pao, making Kong Pao very happy to meet. Look, Xiao Pao, good boy. Then, he tried to show that being able to transform into a human being, as well as praising how great his brother is, who can currently lead an army of monsters. Kong Pao looks confused, because all of Xiao Pao's praise of him is wrong. He is not as good as he thinks. Realizing that Li Jing could understand Kong Pao's feelings, and also understand how innocent Xiao Pao, then Li Jing tells, if Kong Pao is a good person for helping his army to fight, the monsters makes Kong Pao touched by Li Jing's defense. Then, Kong Pao asked Xiao Pao to go home and would follow after business was over. Finally, Kong Pao agreed to give permission to open access roads for Li Jing troops elsewhere. Nezha gets her first test gearing up to fight the beaver boss. Before the fight, Nezha ate sleeping pills, so Aobing took over his body, trying to show off a bit of strength. The boss sent an army by giving him weapons to fight Aobing. Unexpectedly, Nezha woke up again, while from afar, there was an exam supervisor who was monitoring. In a panic, Nezha accidentally loses, leaving the master in shock. Then the supervisor wants close to the shore, but prevented by master so as not to be detected by the demon aura. Then, Nezha looked for sleeping pills that fell into a cauldron that had been mixed with beaver food. Then he drank it all to the end, and Aobing immediately beat the boss like a loser. After that, they were taken to an altar to meet with the gods. In that meeting, they discussed about the battle plan against monsters. The next day is the second test, and Nezha will fight Zheng Tao, a teacher who made the demons as his students, so that the demons would not be considered low. Actually, Zheng Tao was a good person, but he was made a second target because he was related to the devil. So before the fight, Nezha ate a sleeping pill, and Aobing directly attacked him. At the beginning of the fight, Zheng Tao was seen being beaten by Aobing, but eventually it turned serious so that their fight became more brutal. From a distance, the master looked anxious, and the exam supervisor still had to keep quiet, watching the course of the fight. The battle turned even crazier when Zheng Tao unleashed the power of turning everything there into frost, as well as using an extremely powerful spell to turn the sky black. From afar, Xiao Pao saw that there was a black cloud, making him realize that there was something dangerous, and immediately went towards the black cloud. Aobing was helpless against Zheng Tao, with powers such as teleportation, until finally Aobing was pushed, pretending helpless, before Zheng Tao, and immediately froze his hands until they broke. Zheng Tao had already surrendered and lost, so the forces of the Sky Palace began to surround them. Zheng Tao accepted the defeat, told his disciples to surrender not to fight, so they all had to be captured. Xiao Pao saw his teacher being captured, immediately running over while attacking some of the god forces, let alone seeing the piece of Zheng Tao's hand in Nezha's grasp, thinking Nezha was a bad person, although Zheng Tao tried to stop. But it was useless because Xiao Po became uncontrollable, making Lu Tong shoot an arrow, so Zheng Tao protected Xiao Po, making him injured. Lu Tong shoots another arrow, but Zheng Tao survives and flees to save Xiao Pao. Now hundreds of pursuing arrow shots attack them, making both thrown helpless. Zheng Tao told Xiao Pao to leave immediately, and as Lu Tong prepared to fire, Nezha tried to prevent, saying this was over. Elsewhere, the troops are still busy trying to repair the city, and Li Jing reports that the condition of the troops has improved because the healer has arrived. Li Jing thanked Kong Pa. Now, seemed to get along well with chit-chat while eating together. Suddenly, the troops came carrying Xiao Pao in a state of severe injury to make Kong Pa very surprised. Xiao Po explains that Zheng Tao has been killed by nezha, revealing Zheng Tao to be the father of Xiao Pao and Kung Pao. Finally, Xiao Pao died, making him very angry, filled with a strong sense of revenge to kill Nezha. At the Palace of the Gods, they plan to meet Wu Liang, but at this time, Wu Liang is busy, cannot be found. Then they got a report that the army, the dragon, has broken the covenant. So they went towards the city to see that the place had been destroyed. Nezha was very surprised, to make him sad, because it was too late to realize that all this time he had always been surrounded by people who loved him. Also found his mother's war helmet. Then Wu Liang arrives, and Letong explains that the one who did all this is the Dragon Nation, while Master Tai is not yet sure because it is impossible for the Dragon Nation to violate the agreement. Wu Liang was so angry that evidence of dragon footprints was also found that he gave the order to immediately prepare to carry out a revenge attack against the dragon army. So, also Nezha, with an uncontrolled feeling of anger, immediately went to use the Ring of Fire for revenge. According to Wu Liang, all too late will not be able to stop Nezha, because it is natural to revenge for the death of residents and their parents. On the way, Aobing tries to calm Nezha down so that he is not overcome by hatred, because he believes there is something awkward and misunderstood. But Nezha refused and had to take revenge. So Nezha wants to quickly complete the final test to obtain the holy potion by going to the lady golem named Suzy, hoping Aobing to leave her body. So when it arrived, it angrily immediately attacked the lady golem without any help from Aobing. The fight ends with Nezha burning the lady golem in a lotus flame, burning whatever is there. After successfully completing all the tests, Nezha meets Wu Liang to receive the gift of a sacred potion. It is then seen that Wu Liang's army is already preparing to fight against the Dragon Nation, and Nezha is appointed as one of the leaders in the war, while the master immediately processes the sacred potion, forming a new body for Aobing. Before leaving, Nezha said it was now even, and she didn't have any relationship anymore. The master immediately catches Aobing, who is trying to pursue Nezha, because he must immediately get into a new body before his soul disappeared. At Lai's place, Aokang immediately came out of the underwater prison to meet Wu Liang's call, explaining that Aokwang and his people had been guilty of violating the agreement. But Aokwang did not know about the incident because the one who led the war was Kong Pao, who served to replace him. Aokwang did not accept that his people were being accused, but Wu Liang continued to corner and threaten him. Then came a great cauldron of the purpose of heaven is to punish the dragon nation, to be put in a great cauldron, to atone for all their sins, like in hell, where they must be tortured and punished for the evil deeds that have been done. Realizing this, Aokwang went back underground to meet the 3 dragon kings to ask for an explanation of what had happened. The female dragon king explained that they were only following orders from Kong Pao, making Aokwang angry at them all for breaking the agreement. They explained that Aokwang, who had chosen Kong Pao as the leader of the war, who replaced him so that they automatically only followed his orders. Feeling that he was getting a punishment that was never done, Aokwang fought against Wu Liang in order to protect the dragon race and his pride. On the other side, the dragons began to be sucked into the great cauldron, while Aokwang continued to fight. Nezha finally came to fight Aokwang, who explained about this misunderstanding. But Nezha was already filled with hatred and anger, no longer willing to hear about it. Until finally, all the dragon nation managed to get into the cauldron and sealed. While Aokwang was still fighting with Nezha, until Nezha finally managed to put Aokwang inside large pan. Wu Liang immediately covered the large pan. Inside, Aokwang saw the entire dragon nation had gone into the cauldron, making him angry at the 3 dragon kings. Nezha gets praise from Wu Liang, also saying that the dragon nation deserves the punishment. But Nezha still looks sad and desperate, because now she has been alone without the villagers and her parents. Unexpectedly, Nezha saw both people. His parents are still alive. They are very happy to see Nezha in good condition. Made Nezha cry with all her might. Then Master Tai and Aobing also came. Then suddenly, Li Jing told the culprit was not the dragon race, but it was all Wu Liang's act. Because the real incident when Xiaopo died appeared a dragon attack from the sky. So that the 3 dragon kings retaliated against the fake dragon attack, which turned out to be Wu Liang. While Kung Pao actually protected the city of Chentangquan, he was angry because he had killed his family. Also believe if the culprit is not Nezha, because he believes that it is also impossible for Nezha to break his promise. Wu Liang smiled, slyly admitted it, also revealed the 3 dragon kings turned out to be cooperating with Wu Liang. They betrayed their own people because Wu Liang promised freedom and immortality to the 3 kings on the condition of being his men, so Kong Pao was very angry about it. Kong Pao, who overheard all their conversations, realized if everyone would be annihilated, then quickly took Nezha's parents away to safety. While the dragons began to destroy the city, burning whatever was there, everyone's screams and cries could not make them stop attacking. While both Nezha and Kong Pao's parents are also his army fighting against monsters. Until finally Kong Pao sacrifices himself to buy time so that Nezha's parents can save themselves. Kong Pao took this decision because he had no one else. Li Jing explains that Wu Liang is a cunning and evil person because it turns out that he is a demon disguised as a human, wanting immortality no matter what, and even slaughtering his own people. Lu Tong and He Tong are demons that can disguise themselves as humans, They, doing everything possible to become the strongest when they are actually already the highest gods, but because of their greedy nature, makes them never satisfied. Then, the reason why Zheng Tao used as a second target in the exam aims to trapping nezha, because all those things were planned by Wu Liang. Knowing this truth, shocked nezha also felt guilty for attacking the Dragon Nation without listening first. So Aobing immediately attacked Wu Liang, and there was a fight in the air. nezha flew in to help the fight against Lutong. Then, Lutong opened a portal for the three dragons to come out of the giant cauldron. While the entire Dragon Nation was furious, knowing this truth, it did not accept being punished for the slanderous deeds of the three dragon kings. Once free, they begin to transform into human form to join the fight against these two boys. Aobing reminded them not to let their bodies be destroyed because their opponent this time was a dragon with a high level. So they used a cunning strategy by making a thick fog disguised as an enemy so that they became confused and attacked each other. While Wulian activates Heat the Fire in the cauldron, so that all the creatures in it felt the heat as if burned alive. Knowing this, they immediately approached to attack, but the strength of the Wulian seal made them unable to move, being hit by the ice needle. Then, Wulian pulled out the roots to tie the Thai master and parent nezha. Wulian said he would punish them by putting them in a hot pan, except the Thai master. Once inside, Aokwang immediately helped them. He was very happy to see his son back, but was surprised to see that Aobing's body was full of thorns. Then Aokwang untied nezha's parents. Aokwang was patient and wise, despite being slandered, and then began to encourage all the troops to persevere, even though some had vanished into ashes. Aokwang gave the order to take out the protectors, and was sure they would all be able to get out of that hell. But Luiki looks incapable, and wants to give up. Suddenly, Wu Liang enters the cauldron to offer nezha an immortal pill, so that automatically making him a god can also save his parents. Luiki refuses because he doesn't want nezha to become a god, which makes him have to grow up with great responsibility. Luiki just wants nezha to live a free and happy life so that he can find his own destiny. Hearing that nezha was moved because his mother loved him so much, made nezha remember all the memories of the past with them. He realized they never hated him even though there was a demon in his body, because the love of parents will never be lost. Nezha kept crying while apologizing to Luiki for not being able to be a good boy. And finally, his mother slowly disappeared into a pearl. A sense of sadness and despair made the demon in his body rise, release power, and then absorb all the fire around him into an awakening level. Before leaving, Nezha gave her father the pearl and untied the ice thorns on Aobing's body, and they were ready to fight. They attempted to break the seal by combining forces, while Wu Liang quickly pulled out a root to hold it. Until finally, they managed to get out after the cauldron was destroyed to the surprise of the demons. They all finally unite to fight the demons. This old man looks very upset and starts to turn into Heihachi sent an army to attack against the army of the Dragon Nation. This fight is so beautiful as when mixing coffee with lemon juice. While Nezha and Aobing prepare to fight Wu Liang, who brings out a wooden dragon to swallow them, and prepare to fight in it. Although Wu Liang had exerted all his strength, it was not enough to be able to fight the combination of nezha and Aobing. Finally, Wu Liang was mercilessly beaten, and fortunately, before being sent to hell, the two assistants immediately took him to escape through the portal, as well as the entire enemy army retreated from the battle. After that, they apologized to each other for the previous misunderstanding. Then, Ao Kuang thanked Nezha for saving the Dragon Nation. Aobing tries to get Nezha to come with him, but Nezha refuses because he does not want to continue living in hiding, because he has accepted the fact that he is a devil. Make Aobing surprised to hear that. Then they went back to the ocean. But Aobing looked very sad, and Ao Kuang realized that, on the other hand, Aobing's destiny was as his father's successor. And after this incident, Ao Kuang did not want his son to feel depressed. He did not want to see Aobing live an unhappy life. So he told Aobing to leave while giving a message to live according to his wishes. Aobing was so happy that he did not expect that his father would allow him to go to choose his own life path. So Aobing immediately went to meet nezha. At the end of the film, shows Wu Liang with a funny face and his assistant go to an underground prison land. They found Kung Pao and Zheng Tao are still alive, who were taken prisoner by Wu Liang, to invite them to join his army with the aim of revenge. Also shown are two people named Jincha and Mucha. They are the brothers of Nezha.